Alright, guys. We're back for one of them hot take videos. We got a player here, Jith. Let's jump in. 16, so I won't go too crazy. Int, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks Enjoyer. Okay. Dokkan Space. Okay, yeah, this is a Discord server. Yeah, someone, I was doing my, Festival of Battles, Realm of Gods mission, right, like, live stream. I was like, we'll just jump in on a live stream, cook it up. And someone donated and said that the people in Dokkan Space helped them get the mission done. Or something like that. Either the mission or beat it for the first time, something like that. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Now that we know what they did with him, release is not as bad as everyone was crying over. Arts are good, bit weak. Perfectly fine, doesn't hurt the TDC or GDC Namek agendas. I mean, I understand why people were upset, though. I wouldn't necessarily think people were crazy for that or out of line or anything, right? Like, you see them drop, like, a Super Saiyan Goku like that, and it's like, your first thought is not, oh, well, of course they're gonna drop another one, like, you know, a month later or something like that. Now, they have done that in the past, right? Like, we've seen version Z LR Goku is, you know, a Goku from Saiyan Saga, right? Like, basically right before he starts fighting Vegeta. And then we did get the LR Kaioken Goku, which was Goku and Vegeta. That was only a couple of months later. So, I mean, I think it's very still well on the table, but it's one of these things, like, people's reaction, like if we get the GDC Namek Goku, then it's like, oh, yeah, like, you know, people were doom posting, we jumped the gun. But, like, I mean, what if we don't get Namek? What if Namek is not coming up? I mean, we're not now going to say then that, oh, well, people were just crying for nothing, right? Like, I got the Namek one I got, right? Like, it made a ton of sense to me. He's due up for sure. Him, Perfect Cell. I mean, Demon King Piccolo just always needs a Dokkan Fest, right? Those are some of the just characters I feel like they're due up, right? Like, people talk about Namek Goku, but Cell is actually, like, same time slot, 2 years before this guy. And it's, you know, Perfect Cell. Right, because people are like, oh, we just got the Cell last year. Yeah, but that's like, again, that's like if they dropped TUR, like monthly TUR Namek Goku, but it was just Namek Goku from fighting Berter and Jace. And then you go, oh, well, yeah, dude, why are we crying about Namek Goku? They just dropped him. And it's the Berter and Jace fight Goku. It's like, bro, it's not what anyone's talking about. So Perfect Cell is up as well. We got to push Perfect Cell. Best 2024 worldwide, wait. Okay, so we're saying this character is the best? No, I mean, in the long run, it's Tech Broly. At the time, I still think it's the Family Kamehameha, though. Tech Broly was good, yes, but his team lacks some of the supports and Take Supers. Take Supers was not Int Broly. Tech Broly was the one taking the supers better than Int Broly, though. Like, what are we talking? What? Tech Broly, the character, is much better defensively than Int Broly. His team lacks someone that could take support, sure, but could take supers. Tech Broly was able to eat him better than Int Broly easily. Easily, it's not close. What? He did make Tech Broly better, yes. His team improved so much. I mean, okay. It's just, this is like, remember, Global didn't have the Goku and Frieza fight at the time, okay? That was the hardest fight for sure. And the Family Kamehameha would just one-shot Goku and Frieza. Like, actually. Very casually. I think I still have the clip say, hold on. Yeah, that kind of gets overlooked now. If we're gonna start to, nothing in here is indicating aging to me. So I'm just gonna say this is wrong, and it's actually the Family Kamehameha. We start talking aging, but that still is going to be Tech Broly is going to win, not Imp Broly. So this is wrong no matter how you slice it. I was definitely too hard on Imp Broly regardless, but I mean, Tech Broly was better no matter what. And at the time, the Family Kamehameha was also better. So this is weird. His team lacks someone to take supers. We're talking about Tech Broly. He can take supers, dude. Okay, anyway. LR Broly is much better. Bro, Legends, guys. We gotta... Fuckers really had to do... Legends rarity, we got to LR? Okay. Yeah, so, okay, this is a Legends take. So, Legend Broly is better than Ultra Gogeta. The only thing is, I've seen all the shenanigans with, people having trouble transforming with Broly because, other players are, not... like, they just stand there doing nothing. The Iron Cane conundrum. Yeah. Hilarious. Extremely underrated considering they're basically immortal in the new red zones. Okay. Let me take just a quick glance at Baby Gohan and Goten. Alright, because remember, their first turn, their dodging is, I believe it's 90% off the top of my head, which is very good, right? So they have 50, and they get another 20, and then they get another 20. Yeah, so that 90%. And then it's if you dodge an attack, yep, then you could have 100% dodge on the next turn. Kind of some of the problems here is it's just Deborah. Maybe we should rock them a little bit more on Deborah's team and see how things work. But there is a problem. Okay, and Baby, I hate Baby. So, I mean, it's like running Baby's team is a nightmare. This character has negative synergy with Deborah and Goma. This is the problem with this kid. Like, people just, pretend like these things don't exist. This is a character that needs to get targeted, okay? Deborah, who's 100 times better than them, needs to get targeted. Goma, who's 100 times better than Baby Gohan and Goten, needs to get targeted. Right here. So you see the issue? That's the problem. It's like this character, what they actually do when you run them is they sit there and do nothing. And they contribute nothing. Right? Unless you're literally keeping Deborah much better than them or Goma much better than them out of the role of doing something. That's the problem. So, I mean, they're underrated. They do have that dodging ability, which is very good. But it's like a lot of what they do relies upon them getting targeted, which there's not infinite attacks to just spread around for all these characters that need to get targeted. If these two right here have an ability, something about them I really fucking hate, it's the fact that they have to get targeted, both Deborah and Goma, right? Because you don't have these enemy attack placements for every single character, right? So, I'm not really that high on them. It's funny, I've seen people say, oh, they get downplayed just because they're a low hype character. That's bullshit. Deborah's low hype, Ginyu is, Videl. Even if a character has not much of a fan base, not much interest, they're not a Saiyan, that has nothing to do with people not talking about them, right? I mean, I never care. Bro, I spent Tao did not have a lot of motion when he dropped. Okay, it's just a fact. Okay, but I never stopped glazing the shit out of him every second I was talking about him in game. You can't find clips of me saying, Tao, yeah, he's not that good. Yeah, because he's not that hype, not that good. It's people don't care about Tao, but he fucking kicks ass, is what I would say. This character, they just have a problem. And that's that there's, their role, essentially, is taken up by better characters. So, it hurts him, right? Quality of free-to-plays, yeah. So this is Tamagami 1, who, of course, can be very good. Great to have the opportunity to play a new unit without having to summon. Sure. I mean, yeah, all the characters this year have mostly been very, very good. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Remember, 2026 Dokkan, we have a lot of problems with 2026 Dokkan. Luckily, character strength, team synergy, just good releases is not among the problems this year. Dokkan, stop making... Well, okay, hold on. Let's come to a complete stop. So they dropped one RE event that is not going away. I would like to be optimistic that, they heard everyone's complaints. The Japanese players were upset. We were upset. And they said, okay, let's just like slide in there and just emergency stop on the limited time content. But what if that is not the case? All right. So we need to hope. The damage has already been done. No, this is fucking stupidity. This is just like, no offense, but this is kind of like, like they see like, man, I need to word this carefully because like people, they get so mad, but like, so like when they showed Namek Goku, I saw a bunch of people like, I'm quitting. But these people who said they were quitting a lot of them were players who like, I've only seen ever play private server. So like, you're not actually even a player of the game. You're just on the private server. So, I'm going to stop playing the private server. Okay. We'll miss you a ton. Like, bro, come on. This damage is done thing? No. That's ridiculous. If they stopped limited time content, then there is no damage done. Damage done would be if they continued it. I mean, if they're not doing the limited time shit anymore, it was barely even around for 2 months. So like the damage is done. It's a bottom 3 year in Dokkan history. This is like the statement of a 5-year-old. No offense. I don't want to be too rude, but it's just like, bro, it's been 2 fucking months, man. Like, we had the bigger problem. If time limited content is done, it was a complete nothing because it was just like the little 2-month window. The bigger problem this year is that the 11th anniversary sucked. That's the problem. If time limited content is done, which I'm optimistic, but we'll see with the next celebrations, right? You get what I'm saying. 11th anniversary being bad though is way more of a bigger issue. It has nothing to do with the quality or the bad quality of Dokkan. Like, Dokkan is so good, or Dokkan is so bad right now. Like, those are relevant just for now. Toss them out the window, right? Besides, like, when Moro arc stuff comes, which I think will be a huge revitalization. The game will feel more fresh and stuff with characters like that. A lot of players do just come back for the big celebrations, right? Like that, they just come back for big celebrations, and the in-between stuff is just like, bro, Dokkan's been going on for 11 years. People aren't going to play it all the time. Like, it's just how it is. It's just very, like, that's why, like, I laugh a little bit with silly Iron Cane. Like, Iron Cane freaking out so much the way he does over, these, like, slow periods. I mean, yeah, they're going to be there, man. Like, it's just, it's how it is. Like, people, like coming from Iron Cane, who doesn't want to sit there and play Dokkan all day, every day, he can't understand why people don't want to sit there and play Dokkan all day, every day, all year, right? It's very silly. But when people are on Dokkan, for 11th anniversary, for Worldwide, Dokkan has got to hit on those. You can't fuck up, right? Because 2025 Golden Week was bad. Saiyan Day was not good, right? And those are the moments where all the players are on the game, right? It's like if they, Tao's celebration I thought kicked ass besides Million Arena. Baby's celebration kicked ass. I think Deborah's celebration was really good, right? But it doesn't matter because most of the players are not even on the game at that time, right? Like the super crazy dedicated players are still there, right? But like there's a lot of players who are just not on the game for the baby celebration. So way more of an issue, right? As long as this is done, is the fact that the 11th anniversary was not that good, right? And I mean, Golden Week was kind of just rampage. I think if you combine the God Vegeta celebration and Golden Week and it would have been, I think, a really good Golden Week. But like, I think that the Xenoverse collab kind of like ended up just making this whole thing kind of just like this period feel shit. But like this celebration that we're in, the Goku and Beerus celebration, was actually super good in the amount of things that they dropped. But the timing of it was so bad, right? When Beerus and Goku dropped, they dropped nothing with it. So it's like, it feels dead. And then the next week was just Beerus and Whis, and that feels dead. And then they do an absolute gargantuan avalanche of content after that. If it was all spread out correctly, which I think would have happened had the Xenoverse Celebration not been there. Golden Week looks like it would have been very good. I thought Saiyan Day was good too. So we do need, like, way more than this nonsense. Oh, the damage has already been done. Oh, enough of this hoppycock bullshit. We do need TDC to hit, though. That's got to be good. TDC needs to be strong, which is June and July, right? So we'll see. Don't mean to be too rude. You guys, I mean, bro, you know how it is. You know how it is. 0 restrictions. That matters, by the way. It really does. It really does matter. 2 turns of invincibility, insane damage, support, leader, skill. Don't want to hear anyone putting Deborah, Majin Vegeta over them when they don't have the survivability or versatility that they have. Well, okay, if we talk versatility, these two do have restrictions that this character kind of does. So I'll give you versatility. Survivability? Fuck no. Fights are not just 2 turns. So, hell no. Like, Deborah and Majin Vegeta and Angel Goku are plenty on the same tier in terms of survivability with this character. You do have the 2 turns of invincibility, but we're not going to pretend physical UI is not just able to be killed easily. We're not going to pretend that Evolution Blue Vegeta is not able to be killed kind of easily too, right? But they do have their 2 turns of invincibility. The area you're going to sell me on them being better is definitely this. That does matter. Because it's very easy to be like, all right, I've built a team of 5 characters. Who's the last character I'm throwing on? Them, right? Can't really do that with Deborah. You can't really do that with Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku either. You do have to be well aware of what your team build is looking like for this character. And then remember, in particular, for Goku right here, you can trigger his ridiculously broken support right here. You can trigger this on his active skill only if you have 4 superclass characters on the team. This will apply to the active skill, right? So it's like team building is very specific for this character and Deborah, whereas it is not for this character. That's your easy argument for this character being better. UI Evolution Blue Vegeta. I do think right now these are probably my 3 best characters in the game. I'm not really too pressed, though. If you're adamant that this character's number 1, I'm not really too pressed by that. No way. Hell no. Like, this character's that good. And the no restrictions shit, just throw them on any team, and they're able to be generally at full power or close to full power. I mean, you got me right there. Like, they're very good, for sure. But at survivability, it's like, no, come on, dude. Like, Deborah and Majin Vegeta and Angel Goku, they're right there with this character in terms of survivability. It's like, fights don't, like, it's not just, all right, they're their turn 1, they're their turn 3, and then the fight's over before you get to turn 5. Like, it's not the case. It's not the case. Okay. I mean, I think it's close. So Pan has more flexibility. Sure. Again, I do enjoy those arguments of a character that's able to, like, be a little bit more of, like, kind of like an option that you could just kind of, like, add to the team, and she brings the team together a little bit with her support and orb changing and shit. Yeah, for sure. Because Pan does have a restriction, but it's comically easy. It's bond of friendship, right? Like, it's a nothing condition. Yeah, dude, look at this. Like, remember, there's conditions you feel and conditions you don't feel. This is essentially, like, she's conditionless, practically, right? Because you are going to probably always have either this or this. Because look at Bond of Friendship, dude. Look at this. It's every Goku. So, it's like, that's not exactly tough, right? And then, of course, GT Hero, we'd have... Well, this character's Bond of Friendship as well, so it kind of doesn't really matter. But, I don't know, like, I guess the physical Super Saiyan 4s, or this character right here, could trigger her ability. If you want to argue Pan over Majin Vegeta for me, starting with this and this, yup, this, sure. Well, yeah, Pan's condition is so easy, she essentially doesn't even have one, right? Orb changing is better, yup. Support is good, dodging's crazy. Tanking is comparable to Majin Vegeta. That's not true. Specifically, if Pan's got type advantage, yes. But comparable tanking is not correct. But, I mean, honestly, this is a great point, right? Pan, just like, you just drop her on the team, and it's like, you're getting a multiple turn support, rainbow orb changing, you run her in like slot 2 or 3, she's got like, what, 80% dodge. Like, I mean, she's just a very good character, I do like Pan quite a bit. It's 80, right? So she has, yeah, 50, and then we get 30 right there. Yeah, it's 80. That's only until she gets hit. She gets hit once, and then it drops down to 50% dodge. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I mean this is good though. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this is the blues, huh? Pretty good unit, not great. Sure, they get the job done. Solid numbers. One of the best options against Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, sure, because it ends against the tech Super Saiyan Goku, the God Goku fight. And I mean, obviously, them as like a strong, like they strong int character, they can do very well. Sure, sure, sure. Not gonna fight with that. Yep, that's. I mean, that's fine. Because that is like the new fight. Like people right now, not really trying to do Baby and Metal Cooler and Bio Broly. Like you're looking to do some of the newer fights, right? Okay, okay. So because of the way this thread is structured, where it's just different people's points, I kind of like this though. So this from this other person, like it's like this one, it's like yeah, no one is touching UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Deborah and Majin Vegeta aren't even close. And then this one, it's like yeah, Deborah's up there, is in the case for best unit in the game. I think that this is true. Although I actually literally the previous video did do kind of my updated TUR list. I was looking at what people had issues with. It was actually they thought I had AGL God Goku too low. I was like, okay, 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 okay. Some people are still mad about Shen and Whis, but I mean, people are they just act stupid with Shen and Whis. I mean, sorry. That's just what it is. We're gonna say AGL God Goku too low. Okay, I fuck with it. I do. But I think Deborah is definitely the best TUR, but Beerus is still next to him, right? Like I don't like Deborah is not in a tier by himself anymore. With Beerus around, Beerus frustrates me a lot, but he's up there in terms of power. This is one of the best. Are we talking? We're talking. They're easy, eh? Okay. Maybe I could be wrong on this, but when I've used them, it's literally like dodge or die. Like, so the problem with this character, and again, I do grow tired of characters that have to be targeted to get their abilities. I find very frustrating, very suffocating. So this is the case for this character, right? So, I've found that they actually get fucking slaughtered if they get touched. And in order to build up their dodge from 30%, dude, 80% these days feels like 10% to me. Every run we're losing off of, we failed a 70% additional or we failed a 80% dodge, right? This character is at 30%. And then you build this up right here, right? So it's like, so my point is, if you specifically didn't get them in slot 7 to where you could immediately trigger their 100% dodge, you could lose just on account of them being turn 1 or 2. So I'm not all the way there with this character. I mean, it's been a little bit since I've used them. But I was using them quite a bit last year with Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. And I mean, they would just get fucking killed if they got touched, dude. So I don't like that was, 9 months ago, 8 months ago, 7 months ago. I don't know. Don't understand the hate this guy's got. Before I read the rest, it's because he's a slot machine. That's why. He is just a slot machine. To me, it's like it's much easier for me to swallow, like, oh, we lost off of failing a dodge or something like that, than me, oh, we failed the crit chance, we failed the additional chance, we failed the crit chance, and now we lose. And that makes me more enraged. For me, I have grown tired of this guy being an offensive slot machine, which is what I would compare. Both him and Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, they are just like slot machine characters. The one thing that's good with Majin Vegeta is Majin Vegeta does not feel like a slot machine to me, this character, where it's like, oh, we miss his EX and now the character sucks or something like that, right? Like, it's like, a lot of these characters, like, the difference between the EX and not is, like, you lose or you win off of it. Because the EX supers are so powerful on so many of these characters. He's fun to run. He can be. Easy to utilize. He can be. Gives ridiculous support on EX. But there you go, bud. That's it. On EX. That's 77%. I just don't believe it. There's no way it could be a 77% chance. It's impossible how often you, like, it doesn't, dude, there's no way. I just have the worst luck of all time. That shit ain't no 77%. And by the way, and they'll say, well, it's not actually 77% because you got to crit first. Yeah, I know. That's why you go through, pull up any clip you want to. I go, oh, I only complain if it's a crit. I'm only even talking about the 77% if he crits, right? Because a lot of that is the way I chose to build my Daima Goku, right? I have, like, it's a defensive build. So I'm not complaining if we don't get the crit because I didn't, like, aim to maximize more of his crit, right? But we hit that crit and he doesn't get the EX. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. But a lot of this is true. He does still hit hard even when you miss the EX. His team is one of the best in the game. Top 4 candidate. Yeah, I mean, he's up there. What's my last LR tier list here? Yeah, I mean, I've got him at 6 on my last LR tier list. He's not, I don't think Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's top 5 when we put in TURs probably, but he's close. He's close enough. Yeah, I mean, he's frustrating, but I mean, he's close enough there. Back in the top 5 TURs? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Above Int UI and Whis and Beerus and shit. I don't know. I mean, who knows how crazy. Like, look at what Beerus does in terms of his support for some of these characters. Like, what he does to Whis, right? To Whis, to AGL Champa. This design is very good for the game right here. Because you're taking a character like AGL Champa and you're making him like a great run on this team. And AGL Champa is a character who's almost a year old now. So that's great design, right? To, like, you can make the Dokkan Fest the pinnacle of the team, and via support is literally able to drag old characters up to prominence with him. This is good for the game. Like the way it's structured with, like, him, like, again, look what he does to Whis. Extra 10% dodge to Whis, extra 100% attack and defense to Whis, right? What he does to other Beerus and Champa God of Destruction characters. Crit, dodge, damage reduction, huge stats, crit. Like, that's a lot. I mean, if we got, like, some sort of Android version of that, like, who knows, right? Like you look at the Beerus design philosophy, and you could make this vague kind of, like, statement about a lot of good characters easily. And look at what they do with Mini Vegeta. I've had Mini Vegeta getting roughed up a little bit, so I was like, yeah, I'm dropping him a bit. But, I mean, Mini Vegeta, kind of the same thing. Like, a major flaw of his was fixed. Where, you know, he was given the guard from adult Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And look how much better he was, right? If they get a viable team... top 10 is a little excessive to me, I think. We'll see. Again, it's hard to say because we could get, like, some of these, like, Int Beerus type drops, right? We'll see. They do have a good kit, but, I mean, they haven't really had as much of the help as, like, most of these other top characters have had. Especially because Dokkan really turned the corner in great design for characters with this character's release and the Blues release, the start of GDC. Most of the other major releases besides them have had, like, real like, love given to their teams. This character did not. This character did not at all. They didn't. This is fine. Yeah, because it was way earlier. Everyone talks about Namek Goku. Perfect Cell needs it bad. So, but this is Cell against Vegeta. This is Cell preparing to fight Vegeta right here, Super Vegeta. That's not what we're looking for. I don't know. So Gohan, how would they structure the Gohan? It would certainly be a Dokkan original, right? Completely, like you look at the template for, like, UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, and that's what, like, Gohan would be, right? Cell, we do need to focus in on the end of the fight against Gohan. But, like, I guess him as well. The funny thing is Namek, Goku, and Frieza, like, they don't need a Dokkan original yet. I think Gohan does. We now have had, you know, AGL Gohan, the physical Gohan. There is the STR Goku and Gohan. Like, I don't know. I guess there is a lot of moments of Gohan fighting, like some of the filler, that they could kind of incorporate some aspects of it. Like Gohan pushing the Cell Juniors back. I think that was, is that Ultra Gohan's green card I'm thinking of? Where Gohan, he just like turns his power on and blows the Cell Juniors back. And it was an AoE green for Ultra Gohan, right? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like, I guess we don't have that in like in Dokkan. Like, there's a couple of things, but I do think Namek and then Android Cell Saga Part 2 would be good. And you know what they could do is they could then, so Part 1 is Namek, right? And remember, they said that they're, I guess I'll pull my tweet on this. Hold on. Right here. They said, we are currently preparing to deliver an even more powered up version of the September GDC, Global Dokkan campaign. So, I mean, looking at this, I'm going to assume that GDC will be the best celebration in Dokkan history. Because I thought 2025 GDC was the best celebration in Dokkan history. So what if we get the crazy Namek stuff, which makes, Namek Dokkan Frontier much more of fun to play, right? With these like crazy like GDC level LRs. And then Part 2, we could introduce Android Cell Saga Dokkan Frontier. We could start it out. And then we also have that new Gohan and Cell. And then at that, like, this category is significantly more fleshed out. Although, dude, you look at it and it's like, man, like, we really, I almost wish that they would come back, like, finish Namek Dokkan Frontier and then maybe, like, wait a little bit or, like, really pepper releases. So, like, let's say they do Android Cell Saga next. Just do Android Cell Saga after Android Cell Saga release. Just boom, 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 boom. To make it just a much more enjoyable experience. Right? Like, banner units, EZAs, awaken these characters down here. Right? This guy needs a TUR awakening. This guy, make him give an awakening. This guy needs a free-to-play 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 awakening, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, we can kind of set up Dokkan Frontier to be fun. Crazy, huh? What if we prioritize fun for the next arc of Dokkan Frontier? I think that might be a good idea. Just saying. But I do like this idea right now. This feels like this would go super good. Okay, but some of these statements, okay, the ideal could be Namek Cell Saga, I agree. If it isn't, it's a fumble. Well, no, that's not how it works, right? I mean, Namek Cell Saga could be very good, but they could fumble Namek Cell Saga GDC, right? Like, we need to see what it looks like. What events are like, characters are like, all that stuff matters. But I do think Namek Cell Saga would be a great idea. Many EZAs pointing to it. All 4 main characters need new characters. Sure. Gohan doesn't... I mean... Remember, the physical Gohan is one of those weird characters that has people all hot and bothered. Like, it's just like an obsession character, the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But, I mean, sure. Those 4, Goku, Frieza, Gohan, and Cell, I think that would kick ass. I think that would be received very well. And it would work super good. Vegeta family is more fun than Realm of Gods. Nope, see ya. No, I'm just... I mean, I don't agree. Realm of Gods, sometimes dodge or die. I mean, that's true. The same... You want to know what could be said for Vegeta family? It's EX Super or die. What happens when this cunt says additional super, additional super, additional super, additional super, but he's not doing EX additional supers? You know what happens then? Vegeta family is crazy, though. I would say that this is the single best Vegeta family has ever been in the history of the game. Ever. Right? Tags are so good. Remember, like, people get upset, oh my god, every character's a tag, but tags are just so good for gameplay. So good for gameplay. So damn good for gameplay. So. Okay, heading back over. Okay. Dodge units are way less fun to play than defense units. I mean, I kind of look at them like very similarly. Feels much more satisfying to see a unit take double digits or like 100k against the hardest hitting supers. Yeah, but that's not common. Sure. Yeah, I'll completely just give this to you. Oh, to her. I'll give it to her. But that's not common. That is not common. Where you have demons just like, that's why Beast Gohan is the best character of all time, right? That's why. That's why. Remember, that was when HLUI Goku was brand spanking new, too. Right? Maybe the best dodging character ever. But, like, it's like, yeah, but you don't get those characters that just tank everything. Those are not common. They don't just let you have that super, or, oh, this guy's tanking everything. Right? Like, we could set situations up, but, like, that level that Beast Gohan's at, like, you don't see that often. And some of it these days is like fight specific, right? Sure, probably. Bio Broly is just a really good kind of like showcase fight though, because Bio Broly just sits there and he hits hard and that's all he does. So it is a good like playground to show what a character can do. Whereas like the Gammas, you have to fuck around with the Gamma's bombs, which can be annoying as hell, right? So like that's kind of like, yeah, like are the Gammas harder? Probably, maybe. I mean, it depends though, because like some weak characters, like some of the 10th anniversary fusions, which I do think are a little weaker, they can jump in there and then just completely wreck the Gammas at the end, right? Bio Broly is a one-trick pony. That's exactly it. All he hits hard, and that's all he does. Yep, exactly. We have many units that could deal with it. Dodge, yep. Melee nullifications, yes, exactly. Normals aren't that dangerous anymore. Yep. Gammas, though, with the bombs and the bullshit, yes. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. This unit is a disgrace to Dokkan. No. Because clearly they're trying to push Dokkan Frontier. They want Dokkan Frontier, this LR, to be, like, something people would want to get. Which they definitely did succeed, by the way. Because I saw many people starting to do Dokkan Frontier for the first time to get this guy. What is going to suck, though, is if they don't drop a Namek Goku soon. Like TDC or GDC. That is where this is going to feel horrible. They start doing this shit. I do kind of like turn my eyes. Like, I'm rolling my eyes at this. I am rolling my eyes at this. I am. I'm sorry. Like, again, if they just drop Namek Goku, GDCLR, and he has the Int Beerus design philosophy, and this guy becomes a god next to him, I mean, this is just instantly wiped away, right? Like, and, I mean, the thing is, I mean, they're pushing Dokkan Frontier. And I do think that this guy is the best character in Dokkan Frontier. So, we'll see. We'll see. Namek might as well not get any buffs. It's too early to call. We have to wait, like, and see. TDC is next month. GDC should be the end of August. I think, like, August. I think June 30th is the start of TDC. I think August 28th is the start of GDC. We'll see. We'll see. We don't need more crossover characters. I actually need representation. No, I hate this. No, I hate this. Crossover characters are fun. Sure, we can get a Final Form Frieza, then what? Okay, we got Final Form Frieza now. We're not allowed to have crossover characters? Come on. Also, by the way, remember, I don't think that the Xenoverse celebration, that's not like Dokkan didn't just land on that, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Dokkan, Legends, and Squadra, they were told, you're doing this. So keep that in mind. Realm of Gods desperately needs a non-Dodger Die character. I mean, it's just the design of the team. We're gonna get it way down the line. Ultra Ego Vegeta is not gonna be a Dodger Die character. Yes, dodge canceling will destroy the team. They're pushing Realm of Gods so much that I'm not really... I don't think a dodge canceling like is necessarily gonna come. I could see like an Ari event and like, you know, like there's like 4 very difficult fights and one of them is dodge canceling. But I don't think they're not just gonna turn everything to dodge canceling because they're pushing Realm of Gods too hard, I think, to do that. Beerus doesn't rely on dodge, but it is true. Easy Whis, AJLUI Goku, Super Easy UI Goku. Beerus and Whis really want dodge. Like, a lot of those characters are dodge, right? Yeah, me and Nano might be... Nano... I'm pretty sure I thought the 6LRs was great. And I want them to do it again. But I think the only other person who said that is Nano. But me and Nano were right about Daima. We said, drop Diamond now, drop Diamond now. And everyone said, no, 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 save him for anniversary. That was the biggest fucking failure ever. So me and Nano, we got the W on that one. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. But this one, if I would like to see them do 6 sellers again and see how it goes. But this is like, oh, this is stupid hoppycock bullshit. You'd rather some fucking, like, non-LR taking up that slot instead? This is always a dumb argument. No offense, Glacier Hiku. There's always a dumb fucking argument. This is like those players on Legends who go, I don't want Ultras to come back because if I pull an Ultra, I don't want it to be the old Ultra. That old Ultra is replacing Jiminy Cricket, a fucking 10-year-old Sparking. It's not replacing the new Ultra, right? It's the same thing. The second new Carnival is replacing some cunt of a character you don't want, man. Here, let's just pull up one of these banners, right? Like, yeah, let's go 11th anniversary banners, yeah. Let's go. We'll pull up UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? We'll pull them up. We'll pull up their banner. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, so here we go. So, oh, we don't want a second Carnival. Instead, you'd rather pull HGL fucking Beerus, huh? This is the second Carnival right here. AGL fucking Beerus, man. Stop it. Ridiculous. Stop it. Yup, that's true. That's true. This guy was crazy. This is like he's on like the underrated best villains of all time, right? Like if you'd get a tier of kind of like some of the best Dokkan villain characters of all time that I think are like not thought of like that, this guy, his EZA is fucking on there. Absolutely. Yep. Well, final take. Phew, I'm getting tired, dude. Finally. Damn. I was starting to get nervous. Like, this isn't going to like 40 or something, is it? This is the best unit of 2024 whole year, better than all the worldwide units. Only debatable comparisons against. Yeah, I agree. That's good. That's a good point. That's where it started to kind of like. I mean, I did really like the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks up until their standby got hard replaced by the Family Kamehameha. That was where it's like, the Family Kamehameha replaced their standby, and I thought that hurt that character. Tech Broly was great, but he was never on Beast Gohan's level back then, because Beast Gohan had the active skill Taunt, and Tech Broly did fucking not, right? So, yes, I mean, I would probably agree with this, although that Family Kamehameha Gohan would just, boop, Goku and Frieza's out of there. You don't want to lose sight of that. So, all right, chat in the hat. Let me know what you guys think. This one was definitely very fun. I did enjoy getting, like, so this was just a bunch of people's takes. That was fun. That was fun. Let me know what you guys think. I will catch y'all next time.